right, hello everyone. Welcome to the judging phase of the first ever world premiere Mastercoin Hackathon. So it's been a terrific weekend, 48 hours of coding, brainstorming, designing, and we have some excellent teams ahead of us, or excellent projects to see. The hackathon we did was composed of two tracks, the innovation track and the core track. We're going to focus here on the innovation track. I don't know if people actually worked on the core track, but we had 5-6 teams working on the innovation track, building projects on top of the master protocol. So this is what we're going to talk about and see here tonight. I'll be very quick. I just want to thank all our sponsors. I want to thank BitAngels, the world's first distributed veteran entrepreneur investor group. I want to thank Brock Pierce and Cryptocurrency Partners, the most active investor in the Bitcoin ecosystem this year. Havelock Investments, a leading Bitcoin-denominated investment fund. Seedcoin, the world's first seed-stage Bitcoin startup virtual incubator. eToro, world's largest trading and investment network. And of course, special thanks goes to AppCoin, the turning communities into economies, right? I got it right this time. So without all our sponsors and without AppCoin, this couldn't have happened. So please, a big round of applause for everyone. I'll repeat a few words about AppCoin just for the audience. So we at Mastercoin are building a decentralized trading platform and an investment network and basically lots of financial services on top of that allow for creation of custom currencies. AppCoin is building the same thing in a centralized way. And we have learned, I personally have learned over the last 6-9 months, that there's always a room for both worlds and there's interoperability between them, and there are things you can do in a centralized way that you can't do in a decentralized way, and the other way around. So it's really great. They're hosting us not just for this hackathon. I work here every day, and it's really great. So thanks for that. I'll go and introduce our esteemed judges. We have really an excellent judging team today. There's Brock Pierce, again, an angel investor, a Bitcoin Foundation board member as of recently. 15x entrepreneur, invested in multiple companies, created multiple companies, really a figurehead, a well-known entrepreneur in the space. Peter Todd, who's here with us, Bitcoin core developer, Mastercoin chief scientist, involved with multiple other projects in the space, such as Dark Wallet and Zero Cash. Yoni Assia, the founder and CEO of eToro, and an observer board member to the Bitcoin Association of Israel. Eyal Herzog, founder of MetaCafe and now AppCoin, an early Bitcoin evangelist in Israel. Guy Korem, the founder of CEO of Spondulistech, one of the world's top Bitcoin hardware mining equipment manufacturers. Eden Shochat, an entrepreneur, a serial investor, founder of AVIV VC, one of the newest VCs in Israel, and a board member of the Israeli Bitcoin Association. Moran Shaked, founder of By the Way, the winner of the first Israeli Bitcoin Hackathon, and founder of the global Miss Bitcoin movement. Sam Yilmaz, executive director at BitAngels, the world's first distributed veteran entrepreneur investor group, and a board member of the Mastercoin Foundation. And finally, myself, the executive director of Mastercoin Foundation and a board member of the Israeli Bitcoin Association. So thank you for all the judges. Most of the judges are here. We have Sam and Brock on Skype, honoring us with their telepresence. Just a few words on how the judging will proceed. So we have 5 teams that made it this far, 5 different projects. Each team will be given exactly 12 minutes to both present their idea and for the Q&A, for the questions session. So you can divide your time however you want, but we will cut you off after 12 minutes. the judges will rank the teams. They will pick the 3 best teams in their opinion, and just give 3 points to the best team, 2 points to the second best, and 1 point for the third. Then we will tally up the scores, and the prizes will be $5,000 for the first place, $3,000 for the second place, and $1,500 for the third place. And of course, the experiences and code that was delivered here, which is far more important than fiat or Bitcoin.
So this is one application of a technology that we kind of prototyped here. But the idea is to do high-frequency trading, and by high we mean faster than block creation time, and to do it off-chain. So the motivation is first to be able to do high-frequency trading, something that a lot of people want to do. Not necessarily nanosecond trading, but anything faster than 10 minutes would be nice. Faster than the block time consensus that we have in Bitcoin and Mastercoin. Higher transaction per second than Bitcoin and Mastercoin network can accommodate. So we know that the Bitcoin network can accommodate about 7 transactions per second, and that's pretty low. And we'd actually like to take a lot of these off-chain. So off-chain also means low fees, as we've seen in micropayment channels, and high privacy, because any trade I want to do with Guy over here, we do it between us. We do have a server who also sees these trades, but not the whole network sees it. They only see the consolidation at the end. And it's trustless. The central party cannot steal assets. See the fine print? So they can't steal the assets, but if the party is malicious, we'll touch that. What he can do, a very limited amount of malpractice. But if the server does have malicious activity, it can be detected and publicly proven, so everyone knows never go to that server again. Okay, so our implementation, the trades are cross-chain. This is because the master protocol still doesn't support multisig, so that's for you guys in Mastercoin. Give us multisig. For now, we actually had to do something that's even more complicated and do cross-chain transactions, which it turns out are not that much more, that much harder. So we actually did it between Bitcoin mainnet and Bitcoin testnet. The proof of concept implementation, we did it in CoffeeScript using the CryptoCoin.js library. It's on GitHub. I'll just say the version is a little bit different than what we're showing in the presentation. In the presentation, we'll be talking about 2 of 2 signatures, and that was 2 of 3. We actually found a way to make it more robust, but we didn't get time to test it. So the protocol. I won't go over the handshake. It's just a setup of public parameters between Alice and Bob, who are the parties who want to trade. So Alice and Bob want to open a channel to start doing trades amongst themselves. So first they make a 2 of 2 multisig. So the third key is not necessary here. The people who hold this multisig are Alice and Bob. Now anyone who's familiar with the micropayments, then this is the normal channel opening of most smart contracts. That Alice and Bob create funding transactions. Now they can each send, this is the max cap that they'll be able to do the trades. So in this case, they send dollar coins and Litecoins over the master protocol. In our demo, it's actually with Bitcoin and Bitcoin testnet. So they both fund as much as they want into this multisig address. They don't actually relay the transaction to the network until they get a refund transaction. So in our case, they have a refund transaction for 72 hours later. This is just to make sure that if the network drops, they can always get their money back. Now they send the funds into the 2 of 2 multisig. From now on, for the next 72 hours, the funds are locked there, and they can start trading. And only at the end, they'll consolidate who gets which part of that fund from the multisig address. So the proof of concept, because it's cross-chain, actually creates multisigs both on mainnet and on testnet. So you could actually use this to do kind of cross-chain trading between Litecoin and Bitcoin, and we've done this. So we've actually traded Bitcoin for a testnet coin, which isn't such a good deal. So how does it work? This is the protocol itself, and you can see this in the code. In the code, a lot of these things are hard-coded, but it was just for the hackathon purposes to get it as quick as possible. So Alice proposes the trades. She creates a master coin transaction, which actually does an atomic swap between 2 assets. In our case, we had to make it 2 trades, one for Bitcoin and one for Bitcoin testnet, but it's just the same. She sends this trade with her signature to the server. So this trade still can't go through because it doesn't have Bob's signature. The server can't do anything malicious because he doesn't even have signature authority. Now the server strips the signature and only sends the trade itself to Bob. The reason for stripping the signature is so that Bob doesn't have a binary option. He can't actually send this trade whenever he wants to the network. Bob can either decline, in which case we stop this trade, or he can send his own signature to the transaction, in which case now the server holds the transaction and can decide to relay it to the network, or invalidate it if there's a new trade. Now the server sends Alice and Bob a signature on both the trade. Now this isn't a Bitcoin signature, it's just a regular cryptographic signature over the trade and a sequence number. This isn't very inherent in the protocol, but it's needed if we want to prove that the server did something malicious later. So if we get to that, we'll talk about it. But they both have a signature from the server saying, okay, I've seen this transaction and this is the sequence number. So now they go on, they make a new trade. Alice proposes a new trade to change the balance of funds. So that's T2, which invalidates T1. They still haven't related to the network, but the server now gave them a signature that he's actually seen T2, so they can always prove that the second sequence number is the one that should have been sent to the network. Goes on to T3. Now let's say one of them decided to close the network or the time expired, the 72 hours. They want to do the clearing. So this is kind of like the financial system where we have SWIFT, which is a messaging system, and the clearing houses, which actually clear. Until now, they only swapped messages, but now they want to clear, so they did 314 trades. In practice, how much time did this take? Like a few hundreds?
I think it's like 100 milliseconds per trade right now.
Yeah, so it was,
JavaScript ECDSA implementation.
yeah, so it was like 100 milliseconds, then the bottleneck was the JavaScript ECDSA, but this wasn't over a network. It was inside one computer. I'll go quickly because we have 5 minutes. So the clearing is actually just the server sending the signed transaction with both signatures, A and B, to the blockchain. And with that, we closed 314 trades with actually two relays to the blockchain. The first for a bit more than two, but the first for the funding, that was 2, and another one for the clearing. That's the third one. So what did we achieve here? We've done atomic trades. When it will be on the master protocol, it will actually be atomic. We invalidate the previous trades. We get off-chain consensus and consolidation, which has a lot of uses other than what we did. We'll talk about it later. And proof of malpractice. If the clearing isn't the one that we expect it to be, we can always prove to the world, look, the server signed the next sequence number, and we can prove that he didn't clear the way he was supposed to do. So comments, what can a malicious server do? A malicious server, the only thing he can pretty much do here is if he colludes with one of the parties, let's say with AVIV, then he can hold the binary option on the trade. He gets Alice's trade and holds it and then colludes with AVIV to either send it or not send it. But that's not very much a risk for a centralized server, and we can prove that he did that. Second thing, we can do simple cross-chain trading, which it's much simpler than the hash-locked atomic cross-chain that you can do in the Bitcoin protocol. You can create a micropayment server. So instead of actually opening a channel for every person we want to pay, we can be a centralized server that does micropayments from a lot of people and sends it forward to, I don't know, internet cafes or newspaper articles or Ynet or whatever you want to send to. And we can actually create a trustless stock exchange. So the stock exchange never holds the money, but I open these channels with everyone. And now if Alice wants to do a buy, I publish that. If Bob wants to do a sell, then I swap them. I actually take the counterparty for both trades, but with no risk to me, and I can actually make money there. If one of them does a bid for 1 Bitcoin for 19 Litecoin and the other one does an ask for 1 Bitcoin for 20, then I gain that 1 Litecoin, so that could be the business model, and I'm giving the service for that. So we didn't do this trustless stock exchange, but it's the same infrastructure exactly as what we did do, the high frequency trading. So how much time do we have? Okay, 2 minutes. So I'll talk about the questions, and Nadav will try to set up the demo. It's a very quick demo where you can actually see the trades running. I'll answer questions in the meantime.
Can it be enhanced to a decentralized model without a server, say mining server or something like that?
So we tried a lot of approaches for decentralized, but you'll always have one party with more power because someone essentially signs and then gives it to the other one. So we found an adversary for every approach. I'd really be glad if we could find a way to do it decentralized, but we didn't find any. I think inherently you can, but I have no proof for that.
I'll give you how to do it decentralized after. You can't generally do it, just think about that server, open source, and a lot of people running it. But regardless, just to understand better, this is generally meant for exchanging assets that are, let's say, on the Mastercoin, so dollar coin, euro coin, just instead of exchanging them once every block, to exchange them in much higher frequency off the chain and then confirm the aggregate one on the chain.
Yeah, so that's exactly what we're doing. We're taking it off chain to take a load off the network and to actually take down the fees and add the privacy. About that idea, we tried the open source. I'd be glad to rack your head about it later. But we always found it pretty open to Sybil attacks. So that was our fear over there.
Have you considered monetization model for the server?
The server can take a fee, and that would be, it wouldn't send it to the blockchain if it didn't get that fee. So that would be one monetization model. We didn't think of this in advance. I'm just throwing off the top of my head. So there may be better ways. And if it's for the stock exchange, the distributed, the centralized stock exchange, but trustless, then I gave that example that he can always take the spread between the bid and the ask and actually get a zero risk income.
Are you going to continue working on this?
Well, that's I think Nadav's hands are tied with Bitrate and mine with Bits of Gold and Skip. So I really hope someone will pick this up, and maybe you'll see Bits of Gold as a centralized. Yeah, maybe you'll see Bits of Gold doing a centralized exchange.
That's something with your job.
Or do it at my job. Okay. The demo.
Okay, so the demo is basically just a CLI application that executes the trades with most of the logic implemented, but no pretty interface yet. So basically, it starts out by the parties. Hold on. Yeah, exchanging some information about the public keys and everything. They need to make the payment. Yeah, and you have a balance. Then they can make some trades between them. Each of the trades is sent between the third party, executed, and eventually it's consolidated into a single transaction, which will hopefully work because the internet connection is somewhat not working here.
Now you can actually go on the blockchain.
Yeah.
And mainnet, and
Yeah, there we go. Those two transaction IDs basically consolidated everything.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Nitzan Robert. Nice to meet you. This is my project. I worked with my cousin. He's not here. He's in the army. Never mind. So 1 year ago, I thought about I should have bought a Bitcoins, but I didn't buy. So I was sad. So I thought, how can I make money in a different way? So like someone that finished the army right now. So I thought about betting. I heard about a lot of people that make money in this way. So after I started to think, and I thought that betting it's not a nice way to make money, if can I say it, because every time I thought about it, I thought that there are a lot of people that are poor and they don't have money, and actually who is really make the money from this is the website owners, is the company owners. So I continued to think about it, and yeah, and then I met Mastercoin. I started to read about it in the internet, and I saw that they have an option to there's a lot of options that improve the Bitcoin's protocol, but there's also the betting feature. And I started to read and research this, and I realized I didn't realize how it's connected, because betting it's destroy the world, and Mastercoin need to improve the world. So it was complicated. And then after research, I realized that there's a lot of advantage that the Mastercoin giving. Like now you can see where the money goes to if you bet on something, and betting without making gambling companies more rich. So if someone wants to bet, it's better to bet on the Mastercoin protocol instead of go to a betting website and give all this money to such a company in the world. After I will finish, I will show you the product. So I'll work with the Mastercoin protocol. In the client side, it's really simple. It's just sending the coins to the bet address in the website. It's really, really simple. And in the backend, in the backside, there are two important things that you need to do. The data feed, that you can do a lot of data feeds like sports or everything you want, and the bets offer that is connected to the feed of your betting website. And you can see this on the master chest. You can see all your bets and everything on the transactions explorer. So the conclusion is the Mastercoin is better than the people that doing a lot of money on poor people. So you can go into the website with your mobile, alt.center, and I will show you this. I want to show you one example, the Bit Brother. It's a way you can bet on the Big Brother nominees. You can bet on your favorite nominees. I know, I hope that most of the people here don't really watch on this TV show. I'm also, but I think it's a good way to give the bitcoins and the crypto coins to the people, because it's really simple. You can just send money in bitcoins or in bitcoins to the nominee that you think that he will go out from the house. It's just one example, but you can do a lot of things with this platform. We built the platform. We worked the most of the time in these 2 days. We worked on the backside because the master protocol it's not it's great, but all the bet things there's a lot of work to do there. But I think there's a lot of potential in this thing, and I think it's just the start. That's it. What? It's work. Yeah. You can send money to the address. Example of what? You just can send money to the address. I can show you in the Explorer. You can see the transactions, but I make a bet. Show us the product. You can send money. It's okay. No, in this case, the result is only on Monday. In this case, on Monday. So I can't. Click something. Show us how it will work. But you don't need to click. You just need to. Okay. You just need to send money. You just need to bitcoins. And if you want.
So we just send money to this transaction. It's a pool of money. If I win, I get money back.
Yeah. If you. On Monday you will get the money. That's it.
To the transaction address I use to send the money to this address?
Yeah, I will send you the money to the public address. Your wallet. We thought about a lot of other options like sports betting. I don't know.
Will you settle the trades on Monday?
What?
Will you settle the trades on Monday?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is this a working product? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, it's working.
What am I sending right now? Do I send Mastercoins or Bitcoins?
Bitcoins. Now it's only Bitcoins.
So if people here send Bitcoins to these addresses and guess correctly, then on Monday they will get back what's the ratio, that ratio?
The Bitcoin, it's the ratio. It's
is it the pool?
What?
So is it the pool betting? So all the money that was sent in will be sent back?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'll say.
So what's the relation to Master Protocol? What features of Mastercoin?
Okay, so the master protocol gives the option to show the bets on the protocol. So it's not in the server, it's not centralized, it's decentralized. So everyone that bet on something can see this on the Explorer, on the Mastercoin chest, a master chest, and he knows that the money not goes to server, to someone that take his money and...
But that doesn't work right now. Master Protocol betting features aren't ready right now.
Yeah, and now it works with the smart properties of the master protocol.
Okay. So you send the money. Do you get? Have you integrated with smart property? Do you get a token that represents the bet? Can you do something with it or?
Yeah, but we're waiting for the master protocol for the purpose of it, that people will see that their money, where the money goes, actually. You know, if their money goes to which people. Yeah.
I'll walk you through what he's trying to ask, which is the same. I send money to this address. In theory, the master protocol would just, you set up, you created the contracts, you don't need to do anything else, people will get the money back. Right now, who owns this address? Is it your address?
Yeah.
This address.
Yeah.
So I'm sending you Bitcoins.
Yeah.
Who will send me back Bitcoins on Monday?
This is the master protocol. It's automatic.
It's automatic.
It's automatic. Yeah.
So right now, if I send here 1 Bitcoin, and I choose correctly, and you don't operate anything, nothing centralized, no service whatsoever, I'm going to get back from the master protocol Bitcoins back.
Yeah.
Assuming the right feed?
What?
Assuming the right
Yeah. Also, the feed, the streaming feed, is on the master protocol, and also your transaction is on the master protocol.
The only part that's
Decentralized?
is the feed, which you need to feed who won.
The feed is also on the master protocol, but I send a transaction to the feed.
Right.
It's come from the server. That's
What you're saying is that you managed in 2 days to operate the mechanics of Mastercoin betting protocol,
yeah.
which Ron said that he's surprised that you managed to make it work.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Awesome.
Another question? That's it?
Does this different than, say, a reality keys model?
What?
Are you familiar with reality keys?
Reality keys? No.
All right, you should look it up.
Okay. What? Yeah.
Can you just show us an example and send the transaction to the master protocol to confirm that you have won? Just fake awaiting.
Yeah. In the future, we want. Now we can see it on the master chest on the Explorer, but in the future, I think 1 week or something like that, we will show the bets, the transactions of bets on the website, on the main page of the website.
In the master chest, will you actually see the definitions of the bet? Right now, if you open master chest and show one of the transactions you've already done, will you see something that says
you
this
can
is related to alt center?
there is the ID of the feed. It's a number, but also you can add a note to this, like to write something, like any transaction on the protocol, on the blockchain. Sorry. Another question?
Hi everyone, my name is Zvika, and I've been working on this weekend on the concept called chess coins. I've been thinking about there is a gap between the professional chess players, which is chess is a Olympic game, and there's a lot of professional games players, but also there's a lot of hobbyist game players, which and it's actually two separate groups, and the hobbyist hardly ever becomes professional. So what's the idea? The concept is creating a decentralized chess league, which is actually you play chess and you earn what a currency that is called chess coins. This currency is actually it's not a tradable currency. You don't trade it. You just records your experience and your ranking within this league around among the others, all the other chess players. Another thing is that all your experience, all your games that you played against the computer or against other people are the actual plays themselves are recorded on the blockchain, so everyone can see everybody else play history. You can do a lot of statistics about it and learn from your mistakes, compare your experience to other people. Okay, about the relations to the chess coins are actually smart properties based on the Mastercoin protocol. It's actually a user currency, but it's a smart property which is only there's no mining. Because that's the benefit of using Mastercoin is that you don't need to do mining. You just have a lot of currency to give to everyone that is winning or playing chess. Okay, so actually the application I built is you get coins by winning games, and also just by playing. Even if you don't win, you get coins.
It's a kind of ranking system.
Yeah, it's a kind of ranking system.
And you cannot trade the coins?
No, you cannot trade the coins.
How do you prevent, like if I got some coins, how do you prevent me from sending them? Is there at my address?
Let's have it present just the product and then
Okay, the idea is that you, when you're registering to the service, we create a wallet for you, and this wallet is actually
You own the private key.
I own the private key, exactly. The user don't own the private key. The user can only get coins deposited in his wallet, but he can't exactly, because it's not worth money.
Yeah. Why? I mean, part of the benefits of having tokens. Making it tradable is actually interesting, but yeah, go ahead and see.
Okay. Once you then you can play. You can you're the white one. Can you just do some playing? This right now is against the computer. I don't think you can win it. It's pretty intelligent. Okay. Okay, so actually, right now I've been working this all day on the smart properties and didn't get it to work. So it's the actual ranking is not working right now. But you can see if you win, you will see that there's.
So going
Okay.
Why not make it tradable? One of the most interesting aspects of a network-based approach to tokens is that you create inherent value for people in promoting the network, and maybe that'll finally get someone to promote chess.
Okay, but because I think that the main idea of the chess coins is to record the ranking and your experience, and you can't trade the ranking or experience if I'm.
But why not break this to two parts, right? There is a leaderboard of how good am I playing, and then there is a token that I can actually trade that creates wealth as the better I am with chess. And why give up on this?
Okay, it's a concept. I can think about it. I mean, just right now, I didn't see a lot of value in trading this currency. Actually, I see more value in recording every chess game could be represented in a single string, which was a FEN string, and if you record this string inside the blockchain, then you can have actually a lot of benefits, which is a centralized database for, and also there's a problem because when people play at home, they can actually don't play the safe, they can use a computer program to play for them. So the idea is, how I was planning to deal with that is to have a supervised tournament when people actually play in a supervised environment and they can't cheat. And this environment actually, if you're not doing good, your experience, your chess coins will be taken away from you if you were cheating before. So people don't have a incentive to cheat.
Can you say a few words about the architecture of this? Am I playing against a central computer, or am I playing versus another player and a central server is mediating?
Okay. Okay. Right now, it's this demo is client side. It's actually all JavaScript. Also the AI, the computer. Actually, but there is a server, and the same logic runs in the server. So when you actually playing for coins, for experience, the server you'll play against the server, and then you can also play with other people, and then it will use web sockets to communicate between the server and the clients, and the server will validate every move so the clients can cheat.
Do you think this could be made completely peer-to-peer? I can play you, and if I win, I get some of your chess coins?
It could be made, yeah, it could be made. It could be made to work like that, but then we will have to work very hard about security, so there won't be any places to cheat. And also, this concept I think is also suitable for other strategy-based card or board games. I was thinking about Bridge, which could be suitable, and also other board games, which are not dice or lucky games, just games that you need to know how to play.
There's a concept called mental poker, I think, where there's a poker game between a few people, and there's an actual protocol on how to make this in a trustless way.
Okay.
Nobody can cheat.
Is it meant just for games, like as a ranking system? The concept, I mean.
Basically, this concept could be used for other ranking, but I think most of the ranking is in games today.
No, I mean eBay, sellers and buyers, ranks as well. I mean, this is just another example for another ranking system. So if I'm thinking, business-wise, maybe as a ranking system, I'm just asking.
Okay, I didn't thought about it, but it could be a nice follow up.
Do you plan on completing this and making this work after the hackathon?
Yeah, I was hoping that if someone would join me, help me. I was did it all along and was only thought about the idea yesterday. So I might be able to get it to work in production, to actual product. Okay, thank you.
So let me start by introducing Lazuz, which is paving the internet of roads with a decentralized ride-sharing app. So it's not only what we do, but also how we do that. So we're a decentralized organization. We work socially, innovative, and also open source. And we believe that's what makes the magic happen. So it's all about transportation, which is a very basic part of our life. We spend about 1/10 of our waking time on the roads and also 1/10 of our salary. And we tend to believe that traffic jams are inevitable, but that's really not the case. So instead, we prefer to think about traffic as an abundance of empty seats just waiting to be harvested. So real-time ride-sharing is really a simple matter of synchronization. You see those guys over there, they commute every day to that other neighborhood, and they do that with one person in a car. So simply synchronize, match rider and drivers, and you see they can dramatically reduce the number of cars on the road, reduce traffic, save energy, time, money, etc. But, go back for a second, but there is a big challenge, and the challenge is creating a critical mass of users. If you don't have a critical mass of users, then there is no flow in the system. But then if there is no flow in the system, then users don't open the app. So how you solve this problem? This is the biggest problem in this technology. So the solution that we suggest is the following. So by merging two existing technology, the cryptocurrency technology and the real-time ride-sharing technology, what we do, which just give birth to Lazuz, what we do is the following. Go back. What we do is the following. Cryptocurrency helps ride-sharing in the following way. If you have digital tokens, you allow for a decentralized organization. You're able of rewarding your early adopters by giving them your tokens, and by that making them members actually of this organization. It's not us and them. It's really one community, and that's how you help real-time ride-sharing. But also vice versa. Real-time ride-sharing helps the cryptocurrency to become public, to be adopted by mass public of people. So this is our strategy. In the phase one, we just create a very simple app. The app only let the user download it, and by that, sending us his or her GPS location. By that, he mines our Zuz coins, our tokens, and for each kilometer of driving, he gets a Zuz. So this is the first stage, and you issue those tokens over the Mastercoin protocol, and the tokens go to the master chest, and this is the first stage which we actually completed today, 99%, and we hope to show a nice demo. And second stage, only when we get a critical mass of users, only then, at least locally, only then we open the ride-sharing option and let people start share ride. Okay? So that's how it looked like. And then a future third stage is really building an internet of transportation. What we do, we will have an open source platform with open APIs such that all third-party transportation apps can connect to it and communicate between each other. And Lazuz there is the communication platform and the language. So that's how it looks like. You see this one over there can be Waze, and that can be Get Taxi, and maybe that's Lazuz, and there's another real-time ride-sharing already. There are two of them already in the market. None of them have enough users, and this may be a carpool app. And here, a driver here can communicate, for example, with a Get Taxi driver and so on. So that's how it will look like a decentralized autonomous transportation network. So to summarize, the merging of cryptocurrency and real-time ride-sharing give birth to Lazuz, which is a decentralized autonomous transportation network, and maybe a motto can be private cars, public transportation. So now we would like to show you a quick demo. So Oren can show you the web. So here over there, the web over there, it's a map. This is on our servers, and we actually see users which are already registered and logged in. So this is a user. Let's see where he is. It looks like he's very nearby. Let's see. Oh, we have 2 users, wow. Okay, so maybe they are moving. One of them is supposed to be moving and collecting actually tokens right now, real tokens. We call them, well, right now it's Zeus test tokens, but
That they're working on the Mastercoin?
they are working on the live on the Mastercoin protocol. And actually, they have a wallet and they're creating tokens.
While they're showing, and they're issuing, who's issuing the tokens?
Right, just for this demo, we issued at the beginning, we issued like 100,000 tokens, I think. And every time on our servers. Yeah, so whenever a user is registering to the app, we open for him a public and private key, and we just send him the tokens.
And every time he sends the GPS, he sends them
Exactly. Every 1 kilometer or 100 meters, depending.
But all the tokens are centrally pre-mined.
Right, that's just for the demo. Yeah, we have, okay. Yeah, yes, of course. So what we did here is mainly 3 things. We built this app. We also built all the design, although we haven't had time to actually integrate it with the app. And the third thing is to completing the protocol. We have now almost 90% completed protocol, which exactly tells how we mine coins, how we reward people for tasks, for user, for investment, anything. We have so basically we have all the protocol done, and we also started already to write the wiki page, to write a white paper on the protocol. What else? Yeah. So we can also show by the way, our website. Maybe Oren can show you. Can you show the wallet? Yeah. So this is the wallet.
What you can do is small property, and then there's the link. You can see that there's 100,000 tokens there. And if I go below, you can see actually the real transaction on the.
Oh, there is someone just, one of the users just.
Sorry, I heard there is a party like for the 20 years and the zoo started, you know, like, you know, back then people used to stand in traffic, you know, everyone in the same direction, you know, going and standing in traffic. Right now you can't imagine, I know, everything is moving and no one is stuck in traffic. But back then, many free seats, and you know, there are legends on this hackathon that took place right here, you know, the first legend, Oren was sitting right there, and there was like smoke going up, and people were choking, but he couldn't stop, we tried to take him to a bar to drink something, but nothing worked. They moved, and many things happened, you know, and that task-based mining, this Matan, you know, this Matan, he invented the task-based mining. Right now, you know what I'm doing? This is the blocks, and I'm chaining the blockchain. and the application, you know, it's very...
Shai will also show you the application, how it looks like.
It's a collection, you know, it doesn't look like much, but it really makes test, zoos, underscore V1. Untradable, but it's collectible, you know. So I'm still collecting them. Back then you can make like zoos, like when you're driving, you can understand just driving. I was making like my first 1,000 zoos in 2 hours, you understand?
By the way, you can also show.
And I bought this car, you know, zero emission. You know, people were emitting back then, they were smoking, you can't imagine, you know, the keyboards and then they said like they make the design of the application, but couldn't have the time to implement it into the application. But it was very hard to make the thing with the blockchain work. You know, right now you just click, you don't even click, but the smart property is being made for you. Oh, someone is looking for me. Yeah, it's my friend, you know. I came to live here from Germany because I heard like this was
So we have to have someone taking Shai from the stage, otherwise we won't get to the final part of it. So this is the website, and you can also find the link to the website actually on the blockchain in the transaction. You can find the link to the website. It's just in a very initial stage, so just keep following up. In fact, in 2 months, we plan to have in 27th of July in the conference, the Inside Bitcoin, we plan to have the public sale over the Mastercoin protocol. So yeah, we hope you keep up with that.
What's your thought about the economics post V1, right? So the economics for the tokens, especially before you do have that critical mass, so there's the GPS collection, but how's the economics post that stage?
Right. There's a whole story about the economics of this. Actually, we have a very innovative and special economics. Basically, our tokens are pegged to 1 kilometer of ride shares. Okay. So we have a machinery that just pegging the token value to 1 kilometer of ride shares, but we find some way still to have a deflationary economy such that it allows early adopters to have, to earn exponentially from being early adopters. Deflationary. Yeah, deflationary. And right, so basically we have that machinery, and
I get paid if I give somebody a 10?
right. So firstly, there are many. Okay, so we have several mining protocols. So one of them is use-based mining. So if you just open your at early stages, if you just simply open your GPS, you get mining. Later stages, you don't get mining for opening your GPS, but the same tokens are traded between drivers and rider. Okay, and then there also we somehow peg the value to 1 kilometer, and still there is a deflation. But deflation in this case is not in the value of token, which is pegged, but is the amount of tokens. So in your wallet, yeah. Exactly.
And then every kilometer they get some zoos.
Exactly.
These are the early adopters. Now these people already have zoos.
Right.
And now they can, in theory, every place they go, they ask who has zoos, who has this application, then say I need a ride, and then they pay zoos.
Right. Exactly.
But it's asymmetrical. Yes. It's asymmetrical
No.
by nature. I don't think. Look, so over time, most people that ride will ride.
No, but I didn't tell you about the whole protocol. So the whole protocol, well, it's a long story, but basically we both sell and buy zoos for whoever wants. We are market maker. Thank you. We ourselves are market maker, but in a different, not in the classical way. So it's a little bit different. It's more complicated, but we are market makers. Yeah.
Wait, but what you told me is not you, the company, but rather the.
Yeah, it's not the company. It's a wallet. Yeah, it's some decentralized wallet, but basically yes. The protocol is market making. There is a fixed way to do that, and by doing that, all the coins that are mined by that are actually spread for all the community with the ratios of stakes, and by that's what's bringing the deflationary of the amount of coins. Thank you.
So one of the teams here, Concept Wallet, is not here, is in cyberspace. So let's have him present.
Great. So what we're trying to accomplish with the Concept Wallet, which is the English name, in Spanish, we're going to brand it as plata lista, which means money. It means smart money, and it sort of means money that's ready and fast and can do what you want for it. And we're focusing on 2 features, which we do plan on having done in the coming days. It's just that there were some weekend family scheduling things and so on that took some more time. That was one thing that we attribute to this. This was our first time working directly with a 22-year-old developer named Gusto, who has programmed some bots for Crixie and NCX Now, and we've been working with him pretty well. We're about to do some front-end work with him, which is. So that went well. That's cool. Forming early hires with new team chemistry is very important. And 2 features were allowing people to register and send smart property, bitcoins, eventually dollar coins, etc., via email. And
Patrick, maybe you should first explain, the high-level goal of what you wanted to
what you want to achieve?
Yeah, so we wanted to get we've got a database set up for emails, and we wanted to make it extremely simple for people to use this technology without having to do any cut and pasting of addresses. So the mobile version will focus more on QR code, but to start, we wanted to do emails, and that's something we've got about 70% finished or functioning. And then the other thing that we're working on, the other key feature, is the ability to trade between Bitcoin and dollar coins, or between dollar coins and euro coins, or between Bitcoin and Mastercoin, etc., without having to worry about the order book and placing limit orders and all of these trader activities. And so our market maker bot, which is currently in alpha testing of the order placement, we set up an API. The wallet calls that API and asks for a quote. Anytime you put in N units of XYZ that you want to buy, and we will look at, so right, like for example, let's say you want to buy 1 Bitcoin. We look at the Bitfinex order book, and we find the price in that order book where you would be able to get filled for 1 Bitcoin. And then we add a little markup for the fees and the profit margin. And sell it to you right then and there, whereby the local wallet does a send to our dealer wallet. So let's say you send us $520 coins, and then once we have one confirmation, our trading system checks to see that we have bought that Bitcoin in the broader market, and thus offset, we're like making a little profit and trying to maintain the same inventory positioning. And then it would send a call to a dealer wallet, which would be an instance of this wallet that we're running with our own funds. And that dealer wallet then, boom, once it gets one confirmation, which is, we could go with more, but we want to try one and see if that's safe enough. Considering that it's like a trusted client solution, we can have all the layers of verification. So the idea is you can trade with one button, and we get around the kind of annoying two-step process of doing it in a trustless fashion. We're doing it like 99% trustless because we've vertically integrated, hopefully 99.99, right? We have an incidence rate that's very low of anybody trying to spoof us with fake transactions. And yeah, just a one-click process. You click, and within 20 minutes, you've got your Bitcoin or your Mastercoin or liquidated to dollar coin or what have you. And yeah, I think last night Tomas was generating a test series of dollar coins so that we could actually do this over the network. So yeah, these two key features, the email sends and easy market maker trading, I think we'll have them later this week, and we're going to be promoting this. And then the goal for next month is to do a mobile version for Android. Start UX testing with they're like cash dealers in downtown Buenos Aires that trade dollars for pesos and so on. We want to make sure that these kind of people can get their heads around using cryptocurrency as a new business channel, and then we want to try merchants and do it in the broad customer base. So that's the concept wallet. We've basically taken the UUID and we've replaced it with email. And following up. Oh, and the key thing here is we're going to use a local password, and I think we're doing something with the email to keep it secure, where we're hashing the email, and we're then using a password to directly salt the private key of that wallet. So that way people can export their wallet, and they can have more control and custody of their funds in that fashion using their email. And that also helps keep using their local password. And patching the email creates some security so people, there's still security holes we're going to have to examine. But at least you shouldn't be able to just go through a bunch of emails and figure out who has, which emails have references and so on.
All right. I think we're going to cut in maybe with some questions.
Yeah, just to understand better, what you created is the ability for me as a user to send via email, let's say, cryptocurrencies, either Bitcoin or derivatives on top of Mastercoin, that then also connects somehow to a market-making platform that actually hedges basically those. Can you just explain the flow for me as a user? What do I need to do? Do I install your software? When I send an email, do I need to CC you so you can do it manually or automatically? How does the flow work for me? What do I get as an app?
Yeah, so I'm trying to do a screen share. I'll show you the UX flow and the markets. Something to show. No, that's not what I made for so. Okay. So for winner. So you log in the same way that you log in with OmniWallet, but instead of generating a UUID, you just put in an email and password and register. And then you see your balances, and the idea is generally...
So you created a wallet?
By somebody who has sent some payment to you, probably in a local currency or in USD. So you can see that balance. On the trade tab, if you touch any of your balances, you'll see a chart that asset's price performance. And you'll have buttons to lower or reduce the amount you want to buy or sell. And then you see a price, and that price is not going to be like the awesome price that you would get on Bitfinex if you put in a limit order and waited. It's the worst price. As a market making bot, it has.
Right. So just to understand better, sorry for interrupting. You created a wallet, which I can log in with my email to the wallet, and that wallet has basically multi-currency support, so I can see my Bitcoins, dollar coins, euro coins, and then send them to another person.
Exactly, yeah. But you would have to log in with an email and a password, of course. But yeah, so on the trade page, you would see your balances, and the idea is we want to show just 2 or 3, but people can customize it.
What do you use to create the dollar coins? Do you plan to use the Mastercoin protocol in order to issue and market make dollar coins basically on top of the Mastercoin protocol?
Yeah, so our market makers are going to treat dollar coins as being fungible with Bitfinex deposits or Bitstamp deposits and so on. So we can find liquidity using those APIs on those order books and offer people a coin-based market maker price. And and it's all being sent over to the Bitcoin network using the Master protocol. I want to see dollar coins and so forth that are redeemable for the equivalent amount of Bitcoin. But that requires more development. Right now, we're going to have a test. We're going to have like 5,000 that are like personally reliable for it, just for testing purposes. And then, Bitfinex issues something, there will be a supply there. And then I think in maybe 2 months, the protocol will support dynamically generated, let's say 3 to 6, will support dynamically generated user currency backed by Bitcoin or Mastercoin and pay.
So right now, if I have $100 coins in my concept wallet, if I have $100 coins in my wallet, these are essentially backed by you. You're a market maker. If you run away, then then I'm screwed. But as long as I'm not, as long as you're here, I can trade these 100 USD coins and get the equivalent in Bitcoin or Mastercoin. Is that correct?
Right. Yeah, I guess we would we're going to have a small amount for testing purposes, and over the next month, without, we don't want people to come and sell us like 100 Bitcoins. But I would say once those features are in place, then it will be scalable, the dollar liquidity and so forth will adjust and
All right, so just one final question before our time is up. Just one last question. Do you know what's the regulation behind this? Like, is it legal for your end, from our end?
Time is up, Ron.
I do not. I believe that the altcoins or euro coins or gold coins, etc., or synthetic IBM shares, whatever the other data feeds that I do, were backed by Bitcoin rather than settled in a banking deposit or in a national currency that the central banks or monetary comptrollers of those respective currencies wouldn't have any regulatory breach over a Bitcoin escrow resolving itself when you send tokens to it and sending you back Bitcoin. But that's going to be honest over the concept of all that. Our main focus here is just to make it really, really usable for the billion people that really need this technology.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for all the wonderful teams that presented. The judges are going to retire now and discuss the grading. Yeah, we will speak to them over there in the other room. So have fun, grab a beer, and we'll be right back. All right, so I would like to announce the winners of the first ever Mastercoin Hackathon. So we had a lot of interesting teams, a lot of code being developed. I'll get right to the point. Third place, winning $1,500. We awarded to Chesscoin. We think that a weekend is perhaps too small of a time, and this idea, you can take it and extend it, maybe add peer-to-peer, like direct peer-to-peer interaction into the protocol, or develop it in other ways. So this is a token that you can use and go ahead and build it. Second place, we awarded to Lazuz. We have known Lazuz for a long time, and we're very happy to see them make significant progress, and integrate with the master protocol. And the demo, I mean, if it was just on showmanship, you would have won by a long factor, a big factor. So you get $3,500, and we will be in continued discussions on your crowd sale in 2 months. And the first place, and my personal favorite, goes to, I forgot the name, Trust Trade. For $5,000. Now, from hackathons like these, you get different projects. All of them are cool. Some of them are nicer, more implemented, more refined. But every once in a while, you get a breakthrough. And I believe that Trust Trade and the ideas and implementations that were developed here is an actual breakthrough, just like Bitcoin J, microtransactions, and other similar ideas, that whether Nadav and Shaul will implement themselves, or they will just post about it and somebody else will do it, I'm sure we'll see production implementations of these within a few months or 6 months. I mean, it's a good idea, it's a good execution, and they really deserve it. And my wife here was amazed that, she was sure that this was a project you had from before. She didn't believe you just did this in this one weekend. So congrats. All right. Thanks everyone for coming. Thanks our sponsors. Thanks AppCoin. And we'll see you in the next hackathon, which will probably be in 2 months, in conjunction with the Israeli Bitcoin conference. You should go and register. And see you around. So, hello, I'd like to introduce the winners of the first Mastercoin Hackathon. This is Shaul from Bits of Gold and Nadav from BitTraded, two leading Israeli startups who have joined forces here to innovate in Bitcoin and Mastercoin space. You want to describe what you did?
So we created a system we called Trust Trade, which is a centralized system. We have a centralized server, but it's trustless, to do high-frequency trading off-chain. And the same technology could be done for any kind of off-chain trading. We've implemented a cross-chain between Bitcoin testnet and Bitcoin mainnet, and we demoed it here.
All right. I think that we will see this innovation. They're going to open. It's all open source. They're going to write a paper or a post describing what they did, and it's going to be integrated in some production system. I am sure of that.